Good evening, fellow patrons! The SG12 from Black Ops 4 has returned for Season 2, and it is hands down the best non-wonder weapon in Black Ops 7 Zombies at present. And with how well-rounded this gun is, I honestly think it may be the Zombies GOAT from what I have seen from this gun so far. In this video, I will break down the best build for the SG12, how it performs at higher rounds, and like always, I will take it up against Caltheris at health cap. When this weapon was announced, I knew it was not going to disappoint, because the shotguns in this game outside of the Echo have been pretty elite. The Breacher is one of the most effective guns in the game at destroying enemy armor, and up until this point the Akita, in my opinion, has been the best overall gun due to its mobility and ease of firing. The prestige attachments so far in BO7 Zombies have been extremely hit or miss, with the majority of them being misses. Most of the attachments drastically improve one of the gun's stat lines, but at the same time drastically degrade another one, so the prestige attachments often cancel itself out, or the prestige attachment blocks the use of other attachment slots. The Coda 9 and MPC-25 come to mind as an example of this pattern, as both of these guns get a pretty big boost in terms of mobility and handling from their respective prestige attachments, but at the same time the damage of both guns decrease significantly. Off of the top of my head, I can really only think of 3 guns that have a prestige attachment that really takes the gun to a different level or is worth writing home about. And those guns would be the Jaeger, the MK78, and the Korgot. We'll actually make that 4 guns because the SG12's prestige attachment increases its fire rate by 40%. This thing shoots at the speed of light. It really is the Maelstrom from Black Ops 6 on steroids. This gun is so good that it legitimately feels like you are using a score streak. It's that powerful. Diving into the build, I would go with the choke muzzle for a tighter pellet spread if you are heading into a boss fight. The tighter the pellet spread, the closer together the pellets land on the same target, which means armor will be broken more quickly. If not, I would go with the firepower suppressor for extra range and salvage gain. For the barrel, do not equip the damage barrel, as it does not provide a damage boost if Dragon's Breath is used as the ammo mod. I went with a short barrel to increase ADS speed and sprint to fire speed. This gun's only weakness is how quickly it burns through ammo, so you need the largest extended mag offered. I use this as my permanent unlock after entering Prestige 1. The kick of the SG12 is substantial, so I had the accuracy grip attached to my build prior to entering Prestige 1. It is similar to the muzzle brake in that it scales the first shot recoil by 60%. This will reduce the visual shake you see when shooting the gun. The mobility of the SG12 is outstanding as well. With the mobility foregrip and mobility stock equipped, its movement speed ranks 3rd in the entire game at 6.2 meters per second. This is only behind the single-wheeled Korgot, the Cordite, and the MPC-25. The increased aiming movement speed is also extremely noticeable in game compared to the other shotguns in its class. This allows you to stay in the tactical stance for longer, which is another benefit of the Prestige laser. And the most important attachment for damage output on this build is of course Dragon's Breath. Based off of my testing of the SG12 so far, I do think it is the best non-wonder weapon I've ever used since I started playing Call of Duty Zombies all the way back in 2009. And that is not an exaggeration. It took me exactly 11 minutes on the dot to beat all 4 phases of Caltheris at health cap, which is absolutely insane. It pretty much eviscerates everything in its path, and it's such a blast to use. I would imagine that Treyarch will be nerfing it at some point in the near future, so use it in all its glory while you can. I appreciate you guys watching, and if you have enjoyed this video, please subscribe to the channel. I will be uploading my full round 100 guide for Astra Malorum sometime this week, so stay tuned for that.